That is the focal point of all that they attempted to get me dislike Puffy and Big Deal. While I was in the death row terrible kid fight, and I pursued a decision that I approved of them, that was the Angie Martinez, hello everybody, it's your number one, tattle young lady back with some delicious news. All of you have caught wind of a few skeletons in the closet of Hollywood and the music business. Yet these things just became conceivable as a result of individuals like Puff Daddy today. Sneak Homie himself would uncover a few stunning insights about what happens in secret. And Diddy's legendary gatherings, not exclusively, is Puffy a famous symbol in the business. Yet his gatherings are continuously something the elites and superstars are anticipating going to. Without a doubt you can, as of now, envision how great things would be for these gatherings, as large characters are constantly welcomed. Yet, before you wish to be on the list of attendees, anticipate that a ton of obscure things should happen on the grounds, that even the well-known people and celebs frequently become terrified of the results of riding on Puff Daddy. You wrapped a rapper gracious, you think will at any point have a gay rapper. I accept there are a few gay rappers. They simply ain't came out the storage room well. Then we don't realize that they're gay, do you suppose, assuming you figure a major rodent would need to be a major starter. For what other reason do you think he had the option to have the certainty to exploit individuals and purportedly hurt others? That is on the grounds that main few individuals have the guts to conflict with him, including his previous protector quality arrangement and his then, at that point, rival turned companion. Sneak Home Slice uncovering Diddy isn't a novel new thing, as a many individuals attempted to do that. What is difficult to do is bring him down, despite the fact that individuals got proof of all his obscure arrangements, adventures, and conduct. Come on, this buddy has been in the business for quite a while now, and just the individuals who are essentially as large as him dare to call him out for such tricky approaches to satisfying his Joyce the principal, even workday white party. Yet Diddy coordinated occurred at his home in the Hamptons. From that point forward, what they called as the white party sort of turned into a practice that did it without anyone else's help, and individuals in the hip jump industry anticipate consistently. The previous gatherings likewise happened in better places, and every last one of them are no conventional scenes. In 2006, Diddy was consulted by Oprah about these gatherings and asked him his thought process. Is his number one such a long ways? To which he addressed the primary white party in 1998. He said, I needed to strip away everybody's picture and placed us all in a similar variety. And on a similar level, I have the most insane blend. A portion of my young men from Harlem, Leonardo DiCaprio. After he just completed Titanic, I had socialites there and family members from down south. There were 200 individuals passing on here having a down-home picnic. It went on until the following daytime. Hearing him discuss it sounds so benevolent, and that the gathering should just provide visitors with the best a great time. Without a doubt some of them actually take a gander at these gatherings that way. Yet as time elapses by and more individuals are facing Diddy and what happens in his gatherings, more craftsmen, particularly his kindred rappers, are declining his welcomes and appear to not maintain that anything should do with them any longer. I think they've never been to a tune party. In the event that you're not moving, I just got hard. Then you got to go. So security, in the event that you see someone and they not moving, they gots to go. Definitely, for sure. They actually know the power and impact that little dog holds in the music business. Yet they are unable to go with his party's guidelines and solicitation, particularly that the majority of these supposed standards are unseemly, and despite individuals' desire to the contrary. I bet that you get the image. Add to the way that Diddy once discussed the amount he spends for such social occasions, and think about what he readily discards: a huge number of dollars just to serve probably the greatest VIPs of all times. Diddy expressed, before I need everybody eating, and I need to keep their glasses filled. I like uniting individuals who wouldn't regularly meet. Truly, when he commended his 50th birthday celebration in 2019, individuals who went to included Naomi, Campbell, Kim K. Lizzo, Pharrell Sovereign Latifa, Nelly, Cardi B, Jay-Z, Sovereign Beyonce. And Sneak Homie observed that these were only a couple of the names that were available in the festival. This is what I'm talking about when I let you know, folks, that individuals arrive at these gatherings. Since you can truly fabricate your organization, here envision every one individuals that you would get to party with and converse with. It wouldn't be a surprise on the off chance that you have lots of coordinated efforts on the manner in which after you go to one of these occasions, however, despite the fact that it sounds and looks so fun, certain individuals, particularly youthful specialists, don't actually see the value in the welcome to Diddy's gatherings. I mean, not every person will accomplish something obscene, only for record arrangements and tasks, as of now, and mature, more youthful gifts realize that they never again need to satisfy Jingle and take care of his solicitation to be perceived in this industry, since there are lots of alternate ways of doing so. And assuming you're eager to find out about what are the other skeletons in the closet of these enormous names in the music business, including Diddy, then ensure that you buy into our feed. Immediately depend on me to keep recent happenings in Hollywood, and your most loved celebs too. Now returning to the video, simply consider the things that he perhaps did to Usher when he resided with him at 14 years old. Gracious golly, he was at that point so old and shouldn't have even taken him under his consideration when Usher was gotten some information about what it was like live with Diddy. Clearly, he was attempting to avoid any unnecessary risk with his response as well. We can never truly fault him, as he should suspect pretty much everything that he owes to Puffy, yet his responses were fascinating. And it didn't prevent the fans from prying on what could really occur over the course of the time that he was with Diddy. As per Usher, I had an opportunity to see a few things. I went there to see the way of life, and I saw it was wild, it was insane. He reviewed he wasn't disciplinary. He was allowing me to be a young fellow. Yet when he was inquired as to whether he might want to send his children to Puffy's flavor camp, he promptly replied with damnation. No, you're a father presently, would you at any point send your child to Puffy Camp Hellfire? No, come on, the manner in which they call it flavor camp sounds wrong. Immediately he was so youthful in those days, and possibly needed to truly establish himself, assuming that he was for sure prepped by Pop. He most presumably doesn't have a thought in those days, perhaps a terrible time he felt that that is the way things ought to be in the music business. Unfortunate kid. There are a considerable amount of justifications for why more individuals would rather not party with Puff. Nowadays he has a background marked by getting brutal and effectively bothered when he doesn't get his methodologies and gatherings, even those which he didn't coordinate, add to the way that his security company would constantly be prepared to bounce at any individual who might represent a danger to the supervisor. Yet the peril is only one thing on the grounds that the vindictive demonstrations that Diddy requests a few visitors to perform on him are on another level. I have barely any insight into you, yet I have heard a ton of connivences about how could he utilized his cash and influence multiple times to fulfill his cravings and dreams to young men, in addition to the fact that he is making the most of a few different specialists, even his workers. This is so contorted. Simply pay attention to this guarantee made by Puma. Right, this young lady is renowned for uncovering probably the dirtiest mysteries of known people in the music business. So in view of what Panther said, she was a legend, Puff, of compelling certain individuals to get things done to him, and that he even said that he can do anything he desires in his own structure. What sort of point of view is that? Oh, to make things substantially more fascinating. Quality arrangement. Puffy's previous protector guaranteed that a ton of Freedom's allegations are valid. He even referenced that he was there and seen things firsthand. Oh joy, the things that cash and power provide for somebody in the event that he can do such insane, wild, and unseemly things. Consider everything that he should do in his own gatherings. I mean, a ton of the visitors probably been constrained to follow all that the Puff would agree in light of the fact that one, he was the person who welcomed them, And two, they might not have any desire to perceive how could he would respond whenever he was dismissed. And turned down, would you hit up Diddy's party, assuming you get a welcome, currently sneak home slice, likewise realizes what happens behind the cameras. And behind these shut entryways, he went to lots of Diddy's gatherings. To see that less individual rappers are going to his occasion, we can't fault them, since it has turned into a loosely held bit of information among the elites about the things that Diddy can do. Some of them would rather not cross his way and are reluctant to begin something against him. You understand what there are lots of shocking tales that host been uncovered about Diddy's gatherings. It is stressing the way that certain individuals are as yet enduring him and his activities that ought to have been gotten down on. I bet that he gets generally that certainty in light of the fact that nobody needs to be against him in any case, which is really miserable since Sneak and Diddy, our currently companion Sneak, could have become more agreeable in defying him, since he realizes that more individuals are becoming mindful of the genuine motivation behind why Diddy is tossing extreme gatherings. Yet hello, I surmise these things are hypotheses, except if we see it firsthand, yet recall hypotheses don't jump out haphazardly on the grounds that certain individuals who have spoken about Diddy used to be near him. So there are in every case a few insights and conceivable outcomes to these hypotheses. Thank you for watching, and remember to buy into our channel, like this video, and snap on the notice beneath to be refreshed at whatever point we have another update. Until next time, stay tuned for more succulent tattle.